Do you ever start filming and think, man, I just sound so boring? So anyways, take two. We are making garlic parm chicken pasta, and I know normally people put it in a crock pot. I don't have time for that. I wait till the last minute to decide what I wanted. So I just stuck my chicken into the skillet. I'm getting ready to season it. I'm going to season it with onion powder. I'm going to season it with garlic powder. Most of the time I use like Great Value, but Lowry's was the only thing that the Dollar General had the other morning when I decided to make breakfast potatoes and had no seasoning. Just some black pepper and a little bit of salt. I also have my pasta water boiling. Make sure you salt your pasta water. And we're gonna mix up our chicken and let that cook down some. I'm gonna do this and I'll be back. So traditionally when you make this meal, most of the time people cook it in a crock pot and let it cook all day long. Again, I didn't know what I was gonna make for dinner. So you will use this, or the Buffalo Wild Wings version is better, but this is what I could get. It's the garlic parmesan wing sauce, and I have just Dollar General ziti. They didn't have very many choices, so that is what I grabbed. While my chicken is cooking, I about lost you in my sink. Sorry, rude. I cut up my cream cheese because you do want to mix the sauce, the cream cheese, and then you probably fill this container up depending on how thin you want your sauce. At least once with milk, maybe half, and you can also use heavy whipping cream. But use what you have and do the cheapest that you can if you can't afford all the fancy things. Milk works just as well as heavy whipping cream. Okay, now that I have my chicken cooked up, I'm just gonna keep that to the side, and I'm gonna grab a saucepan, and I'm gonna dump our garlic parm sauce into the saucepan. Try to get as much of it out as you can. And then I'm gonna turn down the heat. I would turn down your heat. I'm gonna put it on a 4, just so that way it's not like bubbling everywhere. So I'm gonna fill it up with some milk. Might be all right. So I'm gonna add my milk, and then I'm going to grab our cream cheese that we diced up, and I'm gonna throw it in there and get that melting while the pasta water continues to boil, so I can put the pasta in there. So I will be back. Okay, it looks like my pasta water is finally ready. I'm gonna dump in some pasta. I use about the whole pound. You don't have to, just depending on how many people you're feeding, truthfully. While everything continues to cook, we are going to put some fish oil on a baking sheet, and we are going to